are back in our motorhome. We've just finished our canoeing tour with Harry from Bearded Men Adventures. I cannot recommend it enough. It was so much fun. What did you think, boys?
Good. It was very fun, although I'm annoyed that Dale and Fletcher won.
It wasn't really a competition.
You guys went along the canal like a pinball table.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was good. Once we got our rhythm sorted out, Fletcher and I were off.
You're a great team. We just went through the longest road tunnel in Wales, and it was the first of its kind in the UK. It's called the Conway Tunnel. It just crosses the ocean. Pretty cool though. Ocean, mountains. It's beautiful. Alright, we've reached Holyhead. Now to find the port of Holyhead, where we need to catch a ferry. So we're in Holyhead in northern Wales, very edge of Wales. We are catching the ferry to Ireland very soon, tonight at 2 AM. So we will be in Dublin for breakfast, which is really exciting. We've had dinner. We just parked up by the waterfront at the moment. Thought we might go for a little bit of a walk. It's certainly a bit of a temperature change to Portugal. Dale thinks all beaches should be made of grass and have no sand.
My favourite beach, gravel.
This one has gravel. It's close.
Last 2 days we left Portugal, landed in England, drove through Wales, and tomorrow morning we'll be in Ireland. So what's that, 4 countries, 3 days?
4 countries, 3 days.
Morning. We're sitting in line for, what are we, the Stanner line. It is 20 past 12, I think. We've had all of about an hour's sleep. And now it's just the waiting game to get on this boat. Next stop, Dublin.
Heading over to Terminal 5. Starting to get a little bit exciting. Are you excited yet? Are you excited yet? Are you excited yet?
I want to sleep.
Oh. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Gonna catch a boat. Go to Ireland. So it is just after 5 AM and we are just coming into Dublin. Our first glimpse of Ireland coming up. So we got off the boat this morning at 5:45, 6 o'clock. It's now nearly 8 o'clock and we've finally just found a park because Dublin is not motorhome friendly at all. Yay! So we tried a few park and rides. If you don't know what that is, we've done that before. They're located outside some cities where you can park in a nice big surface lot, pay a ticket for a bus or a train, and it takes you straight into the city. And it's really convenient. So we tried a couple of those. The first one was a multi-story, which our van won't fit into. Second and third had height restricting bars on it. We're quite a way out of Dublin now to try and get to one of these, and we've finally had luck on one, so we're pretty tired. we're going to have some breakfast, and then we're going to go and have a look at paying for this parking and trying to get a train back into Dublin, because that is going to be the easiest way for us to get into the city. So heads up, if you want to bring a motorhome to Dublin, probably don't. Although there is another motorhome caravan camping place on the western side of Dublin, which was our next option, which I have read good things about, but we really didn't think we'd have this much trouble.
We got on the train and we're in Dublin somewhere, not quite sure where.
Okay, so we got on a train. We decided to get off at St Stephen's Green, which is near the Grafton Street shopping district.
My heart jumps in my breast, my love, my heart jumps in my breast.
What do you think of Dublin so far?
I think it's got more people than London.
It does not.
It looks like it. There's a lot of old buildings as mixed in with the modern buildings.
So we've just come down to the Trinity College, where the Book of Kells is kept in the really old library, and there's a huge lineup behind me, so I'm going to miss this one. It's like €18.50 per person euros to go in, so probably don't need to see an old book that badly, as much as I'd like to see inside the building.
I think this guy must have been Ireland's first Sparky. His name's here, Lecky.
So gave the library a miss, but came out through to the courtyard. Really awesome. Check it out. It's like everywhere you turn in Dublin is another amazing piece of architecture. I'm loving it. The Halfpenny Bridge is behind me here, and it's a pedestrian bridge, and it used to be, before it was built, there were 7 ferries that crossed the water here, and the owner of those was told to either build a bridge or remove the ferries, I think, and so he built a bridge and created the toll for a penny, I think, and then it became a halfpenny. So that's kind of the history of this bridge.
Not a bad city.
We're going over there to the villa now, and it's a Viking experience.
We're going to see my history.
Yes, you're all right.
This helmet stinks. Writing my name.
In what?
Viking writing.
Viking writing in runes. Finished up at Dublinia, and now we're having beef and Guinness stew in an Irish pub. No Guinness today though to drink. Don't think we can cope with that.
Rightio, here we are. We've made it back to the motorhome.
Yeah,
We survived.
We had a good day in Dublin. No, I said London. We did have a good day in Dublin. It was really nice. Like when we finally got there, we got to see all that we wanted to see. We were able to walk to all the things, and we had an awesome lunch.
But now we're going to have a little bit of a sleep. We've got about an hour and a half of driving to do, I think. And we just can't do it. Tallulah and I have had about an hour and a half sleep in the last 2 days. So we're going to have a bit of a nap and then hit the road. So here we are, we've stopped up for a night. Not actually far from where we left off at Dublin. We're actually in need of an inverter for the van so we can use laptops and bits and pieces. So we stumbled across this little place. Thought we'd stay here the night. Looks pretty good.
Bray.
Bray.
In South Dublin.
Possibly even fish and chips on the beach. Or maybe not on the beach, it's cold. Fish and chips from the beach back into the camper.
On the lovely, rocky, pebbly beach of Ireland.
My favourite beach, no sand in your shoes.
Good morning everybody. We are currently in Bray in south of Dublin, and we're waking up to this wicked sunrise. Probably doesn't show up as nice on the video as what it does in the photos and in my mind, but it is gorgeous. There's some surfers about to head down to the water. It's nice and it's cool, but it's not hot. It's just lovely. Quiet, the waves are there, wicked place to wake up. Nice to have a bit of sleep and certainly a lot more positive attitude after having more than 1 hour's sleep in 2 days. So really keen to see what today brings. Heading down to further south, southwest into Ireland towards County Cork. That's roughly a bit of a destination, I suppose, but whether we get there or not today is yet to be seen. Looking forward to what we find. This is probably going to be the best part of our trip, where we have no real plans and we're just going to take each day as it comes. So yeah, really keen to explore beautiful Ireland and see what we've been missing out on. So after I just said surfers are going to head out, I just realised that actually there's no waves and they're just taking photos of her in a with a surfboard and a wetsuit on, so probably not going surfing.
Let's see if I can find a coffee for the boss. She's always much better with the coffee. So we've just left our camp up for the night in, where were we, Bray?
Yep.
So a couple of little things this morning. Went and picked up an inverter off out of a little local shop. The guy was absolutely great, gave us some tips on where to go and what to do. So now we are on the road and heading towards Cove on the southeastern coast of Ireland. So we want to try and take the coast road. We're arguing with the GPS because it wants to take us to motorways. So we'll see how we go and where we end up.
I've just been searching the local radio stations and I come across someone singing in Gaelic, I think. We're in Ireland. I feel like we're back at home. We're about to try our very first Irish Guinness.
You're not sipping wine, dear. We're just a little bit out of Killarney at Muckross.